What's good, y'all? It's your boy, the Answer Man. Rayful Edmond, seen in public. Confirmed release. Witness protection, who knows? But he walking around comfortable. Now, we all know, according to paperwork, that he did tell on a lot of folks. So some of the old school DC cats, Sean Branch, whoever, not necessarily celebrating all this. But he is a legendary figure. Let's get to the content.
That's yep. Hold on, let me go back. So Melvin Butler told on Rayful. So why is they celebrating dude getting out?
I mean, you know, it is, man, like just the same way they celebrate old boy Alpo. Wasn't no good, but they still celebrate his life because he was getting money, my opinion. However, that after he got out on the Colombians and the police, he did the rest of his time in the cheese factories and the feds. He couldn't walk no more lines. So he did phase 1 of the witness protection program where they just took him off all the yards and put him in a cheese factory. So he must not went to phase 2 because he went to a halfway house in his real name.
Y'all, who named it the cheese factory?
That's what it is. It's a bunch of rats. It's one in Phoenix, and I think it's one back east in Pennsylvania. They call them the cheese factory because it's a yard outside the yard. Yeah, it's a yard outside the yard. That's where Sammy the Bull was at too, in the cheese factory.
I'm pretty sure there might be a TV series or something coming.
Yeah, he got a hell of a story. I walked the yard with a few of his relatives out of LA though, that dealt with him, you know what I'm saying? And that's he actually related to him, so I heard a lot about him. But he definitely gave it up.
Well, he got out.
Who?
Butler? Butler got out.
Yeah, you know, when they start changing a lot of them laws after Obama got in there. They changed the disparity. So you had to go back in court, but that's how a lot of people, that's how Boy came home. They had to petition the court.
He got sentenced in life in prison.
Yeah. So they started, when they changed the disparity, they got that life up off of them. See, well, Rayful was in there. Remember Eric Holder, who was Obama's attorney general? He was the DA for DC back then. He said, as long as he alive, Rayful Edmonds will never come home.
Well, he died?
Now, I don't think he did, but he said that in court because he was like, he just, you know, did too much. As long as I'm here, you ain't gonna never come home, because really Rayful, you know, going by the feds, you supposed to come home. You gave up on everybody, but he kept denying.
Well, I guess he'll be the talk. So he's from DC or Philly. Where you from, Philly or DC?
DC.
Yeah, DC.
Oh, Wayne Perry from DC too, right?
Yep.
Wayne still alive?
Yeah, Wayne and ADX, I think.
Crazy. Yo, Dino.
What up?
What you know about Rayful Edmond?
He's a rat.
Is he?
Hell yeah. I think he just came home too. I seen a nigga Whitey posting.
Yeah.
He took a lot of people down. Yeah, he took a lot of people down.
Cause I remember Ears was on Vlad talking about it. They were trying to do a paid in full DC version.
That's what everything happened out here. That New York.
That's what I'm saying.
That really want the story for real. It was all that shit that was happening.
Goddamn, man.
Promise you. Hey, Wack.
Slow down.
I'm gonna send it to you.
Slow down, bro. Slow down, bro.
All right, let's go.
Slow down, my nigga. You're not finna tell us what was going on in Harlem. Wasn't going on with Harlem, bro. Now, with migrated south, my nigga. Now, this is a fact. New York is a migrate down to DC. DC wasn't migrating with none of them blocks in New York back then. So you not finna tell us, bro.
I'm gonna send you this.
You not finna tell us them niggas wasn't hustling the way they was hustling on them New York blocks.
Nah, they definitely would. Nah, I ain't saying that. I'm saying it was. I'm saying most
that went on in Harlem with that depicted right there. All that happened in DC.
That was Harlem.
No. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that based around that story, Most of the stuff that was happening in DC. They was just on some, they was hustling, but a lot of that around that paid in full was a DC thing. Cause they was trying to
Nah,
come out.
Nino, come on,
Who the
Nino.
f
What
is
are
that
you
right
talking
there?
about?
Hold on,
Nah,
hold
he's
on.
not. He ain't lying.
I'm not lying. I'm telling you.
Kurtbo was the one that bought Alpo to DC.
Look,
Bro,
I'm
hold
gonna
on.
just send it in.
Hold on, bro. Listen to what you saying. In order for a DC nigga to want to bring a New York nigga down there, that's because he's doing something already in New York. Now, we talking about paid in full. You're not going to tell me, bro, that what they depicted was going on in Harlem, New York was something they stole, a story they stole.
Nah, that ain't what I'm saying. I'm saying like it was a time
now,
period.
if a nigga
right?
was sending work up, cool, right? But what was happening in Harlem was happening in Harlem, bro.
That's a fact. That's a fact. What I'm saying is around all that stuff that was happening, most of the action was happening in DC. That story, I ain't taking
What
away.
the fuck are you saying?
Come on, Nino.
That nigga
Hold up.
You saying?
No, I'm not talking about the New York stuff. I'm talking about around the time period with the people that was involved. Most of the smoke that was going on was happening in DC. I ain't taking nothing away from Harlem. That shit was going up.
Let me ask you. Oh, go ahead, Wags.
Who that,
Nah,
Lou?
go ahead, bro.
Oh, that's
You
Dale. Dale from Philly. He don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Hey, Nino, real quick though.
You from Philly?
The AZ
Go
and
ahead.
Rich part ain't had nothing to do with DC, so that's why I'm confused.
Huh?
Yeah.
Rich got smoked from it by DC.
That ain't come on, that's a reach. He brought Gary up to do that because he ain't know it. But I'm saying the action in the movie ain't had nothing. DC had its own stuff popping.
That's what I'm saying.
The movie ain't had. But listen. The movie ain't had nothing to do with that though. Y'all had your own motion. That's why I'm
This
confused.
is what I'm saying, right? I might be wording it wrong, right?
Yeah,
the paid in full shit. Yeah, I must be wording it wrong. You got the paid in full story, right? You got what was happening in New York. They was going up, but around that same time, it was a connection with DC. A lot of action, more action was happening in DC.
Stop saying more though, Nino.
Nah, this is what I'll say. This is what I'll say. I'll say this: that Alpo and them niggas getting money in New York, but they really started getting money. Got to a whole different level.
Yeah, if he said that, it would have been different.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Sound like you trying to say
It's just how you saying it, bro. But you saying it.
Nah, Twin, you ain't say it like that though, but I
Yeah, probably because I'm trying to use some slang, but that's what I'm saying.
No, you
though.
good,
Like,
Nino.
yeah.
So you saying the margins was different in DC? Yeah, that's a fact.
Exactly. All that was happening in DC and more.
But you referenced the movie. That's where it got sticky. That movie ain't had nothing to do
When
with
he came to DC, it was more money. It was more. That's you know
exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. Rayful never really messed with the Alpo like that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, Alpo was kind of right at the end of Rayful. Like Rayful left the
was
door
locked
for
up
Alpo.
That's
when he
crazy. I
came.
was just talking to some people about this. So y'all saying Alpo and Rayful wasn't close like that?
Nah.
No,
He
he
was
just
locked
By
up
the
when he
time he
came
got
down
to
there, bro.
DC,
They say
Rayful Edmonds had
Rayful
already
Yeah.
got locked up.
Rayful a rat for sure. He a rat.
Say he a rat, and they said the other nigga from our neck of the woods ratted on him.
Who that? What?
From East Coast, spotted
Melvin Butler.
Melvin Butler. They put the link up. Rat-a-tat-tat-tat-tat. And then they go to the cheese factory in the feds. I'm getting educated.
All right, y'all, there it is. TV deal, movie deal, they all do it, especially once you done served your time. Frank Lucas did it with American Gangsters, so, I mean, they all do it. Even if they got to put it in somebody else's name because of that law where you can't profit off criminal activity, somehow, some way, I'm sure he'll be able to flip it. Plus, he'll probably do the tour in terms of all the interviews and everything like that. It's a whole different world. I know he's looking at 6ix9ine and Gunner, and he like, dang, this is like Back to the Future for him. Perfect time. Anyway, man, like, comment, subscribe. It's your boy Dance. Until next time, we out.